not taken. The road not taken. Jordan County. Y'all ever been to a class reunion? I went to Venice High School. Venice is a small town. It was so small, the town mascot was a stick. I mean, it's not exciting. People went to the gourmet section in Publix and watched them unload the Velveeta cheese. That was my small town, and that was my high school. And I got the call 30 years ago at our 20-year class reunion, about a week before, for Mookie. I think her name was Melanie. No one ever called her that since 6th grade. And she and Tad and I, Tad was this tall, very quiet, movie actor kind of guy, almost like Yvonne. Very soft-spoken. The women loved him. And the three of us were just buddies. And Mookie was concerned because Tad, whom she had married after high school, was depressed. Yeah. Jordan. Yeah. It's Mookie. It's Mookie. Oh, right. It's Tad. He's depressed. You've got to help. He's not interested in me. He's not interested in the kids. He's not interested in the job. And last night, as we're getting ready for the reunion next week, I saw him going through the yearbook, looking at pictures of her. Katerina. Katerina was a goddess. She had these long, luxurious auburn tresses. She had penetrating green eyes. Every man melted when they were in her presence. She came to our high school in our senior year. She had been a national blue blood. Her folks had a place on the beach. She didn't want to be there her senior year, but she was. And Tad was immediately caught in her spell. They went to homecoming. They were set to go to prom. And she was so haughty. You could not call her Kat or Trina, or you couldn't. I once called her Kat, and she didn't say a word. Just looked at me. I'm telling you, lesser men would have turned into a pillar of salt. She was obnoxious to me and to Mookie, Tad's best buddies, and before prom, about a week before, he said, "You've got to be nicer to my friends." And she got very dismissive, and he said, "I'm not going." She immediately found some hunky football guy. They went to prom. They were the talk of everybody in the place. And Tad didn't go. A couple of years later, they married. I told Mookie on the phone, "Don't worry. I'll figure out something. I'll talk to him." The place was not formal. I mean, we were going to have a very informal high school reunion at the way station. You've heard of Warm Mineral Springs? Warm Mineral Springs is a magic place. The Calusas said it possessed magic properties and it was sacred land. And the way station was located there. The place starts rocking. Everybody's there. And I say to Tad, just let's go into the other room for a minute. We sit down at the bar. I start to talk to him. I got to go to the restroom. I'll be back. And as I come back in and he doesn't see me, I see a guy sit down next to him. And they talk. And I hear the guy. Guy's got a turtleneck sweater. And he says, "You don't know me." Guy bears a striking resemblance to Tad 10 years earlier. He says, "You don't know me. But I was you. This is a way station. This is sacred ground. I am the Tad that comes to the reunion with Katerina. I'm the Tad that married her. You think you would have been happier?" He pulls down his turban, and there is a brilliant red scar all across his neck. I was so miserable, I didn't even bother with the wrists. I went for the neck. 10 years ago, you were blessed. Count your blessings and enjoy your life with Mookie and your kids. And don't think about Katerina again. And he melts into the night. About 10 minutes later, Tad and Mookie left. And the next morning, I'm driving down, and I answer the phone. And it's Mookie, and she says, "Jordan, I don't know what you did, but the actor you hired was absolutely brilliant." He was brilliant. I don't, where did you find him? I said, well, I did a French festival up in Atlanta. He was doing a young age thing. It was great. She goes, I can't thank you enough. He is excited about life again. And she ended the call. A couple of days later, I got a call from a fellow's agent apologizing because he hadn't been able to make it. He was in a hospital in Tampa after a fender bender. Count your blessings.